Arena. What a night we expect this to be. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
True Brit.
Fighting out of the red corner.
Not too many seats to be had. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
And win is not just a win for some fighters. They need to feel the blood, the crunch. They need to get that win.
There's a counter shot. Nope, that jab not going to score. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. Good defense stopping that jab. Good counter punch. The perfect counter lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Relax now. I don't want...
Only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it. Right.
Will you take him out? He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
Take the round off, win the round on your jab, and breathe while you're stepping around. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you've let him back in the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better than this guy.
What do we... expect to see here in round two? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well done with that counter shot. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching every move, every twitch.
That left hook won't score. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
And he just missed with that left jab. Nice defense there, blocking the hook. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, make look so easy.
Jab.
Okay, now you've let him back into the fight that round. Switch on, switch on.
Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
It's a tougher fight and he's going to be confident. You've got to take that confidence away. Go.
Ready. The right hand's beautiful. I said, start just sticking a few body shots in there a little bit. Just vary it up a little bit so you can't figure out. Great work. Just stay focused.
Get back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back.
Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him.
Get your shots off and don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right?
He's ready to go. But you've got to be smart.
On to the third. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down. There's a lot of weight there to give away, and if you're giving away that weight, you've got to use it to the maximum because you've got to be smart. Every shot hurts. It's not about skill, it's more about power.
Good defense there on the left uppercut. That counter punch caught him clean. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
We're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. That hook doesn't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That right uppercut misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Immediate to switch back on. Get focused and get your mind back on the job.
Yes, I like it.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
That jab misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great heavyweight champs. Down goes Fury. And you can see here on the replay, a perfect body shot, and he's dropped like a loose suit.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four. Are you okay?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you...
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Starting to make mistakes of switching off. And it
Good work. Just stay focused.
gets your focus back. Get the shot back.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to...
Oh my God, Johnny! Oh, and big Frank Bruno just got belted. Bruno's a veteran, though. He knows how to survive.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Those counter punches have to hurt. That hook is parried away. This is the biggest moment of his life. Can he seize it? Can he take control and put Frank Bruno out? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
That's it. Now breathe. Just get your breath back.
And then start gathering your pace and win this round back. Take away that...
Doing the gap full of there. Stay focused. Don't let it back into the fight.
This is the beginning of round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. A big whiff with the right hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've been in the ring with fighters like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Good defense blocking the right jab. That jab doesn't score. careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be this.
And there's the bell for round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. That jab doesn't score. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3 full-shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
They blocked the left there. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. How much cardio was put in for this? And we enter the 8th round. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Can't score with that hook again. A lot of effort being exerted here. He blocks the uppercut. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight. Bruno covering up. And now finally Bruno waking up from that nap.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Bruno seeing cobwebs. Bruno not answering back. Now you start wondering wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you had no excuse for gassing out.
Good work out there. The job's working.
Get the focus back.
And there's the bell for round 9. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Nice counter. They blocked the left there. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Just misses with that left uppercut. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
And down goes Fury! Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four, five, six. Come to me.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes to the post, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. It's not over. And there's the bell to start round 10. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
That counter shot lands. Did a nice job blocking the right jab. Hook misses. Tyson Fury just got rocked. Do you believe this? It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought this...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. And Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Perfect counter shot. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. This is the biggest moment. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on. Let's start 11. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
They blocked the left there. That jab was blocked. Nice counter. Got out of the way of that right hook. Tyson Fury just got buzzed. His eyes don't look good. Body language is bad. He could go down. Down goes Fury. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are ready.
So they'll make... it up, and this fight continues.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. A bit of a surprise. It ends in a draw.
What a fight. What a battle. I'm exhausted watching it myself.